on in. Come on in. Come on in. Now come on in. Now come. Sorry, y'all. Y'all know I'm weird. Whatever.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. So let's go ahead. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. Okay, follow me on Instagram and let's get into the video, right?
It is, yo. Hi everybody, what's going on? It's your girl BondyBlue. I'm back, okay, for another BondyBlue show. I hope you guys all got a chance to check out my Real Housewives of Atlanta Married to Medicine live. I'm probably gonna cut it up and separate it and put it up on my my videos later. So, girl, make sure you're subscribed to my channel, okay? Hold up. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel. Thank you. And also subscribe to BondyBlue Bites. All right. I'm uploading on there today, like as we speak. Girl, the light be so bright. Okay. But thank you everybody for coming through. I hope y'all are having a glorious day. And we have a few topics to get into, girl. I was able to scrummage up something of a show for y'all today because, the internet streets were not that loud. After we finished talking about Real Housewives of Atlanta and Married to Medicine, girl, everything was a little hush. All right. But there are some further developments in that. All right. So thank you everybody for being here. Again, like, comment, subscribe, all of the things, girl. All right. Now let's go ahead and get into it. We're going to start with Tamar over here. Okay. So Tamar responded to Jessie Woo, sharing her experience when working with her. Did the other one let you open for them? Ooh. Nah, but the other one pretended to eat her cootie cat on a TV show. But either way, let's get into it. What did you say, Jessie?
I love Tamar. I work with Tamar. Tamar has been nothing but nice to me. I just want to preface this by saying I love Tamar. I work with Tamar. Tamar has been nothing but nice to me. I just want to preface.
The people want attention. No, the people are doing a job, girl. The people are doing a job. I really can't stand the fact that y'all act like being a professional gossip is not a thing. Hello, professional gossip. Okay. Like that's what it is. You make money from talking about the stuff that's going on, but you got to have your own, specific swag to it in order for it to give what needs to be gave. Okay. You got to give perspective, girl. All right. Authenticity, if you will. And if for nothing, Jessie Woo gives that. Okay. So Tamar trying to play her like a soybean burger, girl. Nobody's talking about you for clout. Okay? Nobody's talking about you for clout. At the end of the day, it was going to be you or it was going to be somebody else. But because it was you, I had a particular story that I could share to expound upon the people's energy out in the internet streets that feel like Tamar be doing too much and she be hating on Candy. That's what it's giving. We so very sorry. Tamar said Jessie Woo opened up for Tamar Braxton Love and War anniversary tour. Tamar Braxton was nothing but nice to her. Did the other one let you open for them on their very sold out shows? Listen, they are so mad. Laugh emoji, laugh emoji, laugh emoji, laugh emoji, laugh emoji. Okay? Hashtag how the fuck she keep winning. Hashtag King's kid, babe. Hashtag he don't like when you play with me either. Like, I'm really gonna need for y'all to stop acting like y'all got a special line to the Lord to tell him what you want. Like, I'm really tired of y'all with that shit. A lot of it is luck, circumstances, and a plethora of other factors that blend together to create the opportunity for any one weirdo that can sing to be famous, as opposed to another weirdo that did not become so famous. Who knows? Who knows, girl? You just got to enjoy your ride. But I hate when y'all do this shit. Like, oh, God got me. God got me. He don't have you, but God got me. Like, girl, what? Girl, listen. I remember the Lord said he had the whole world sitting in his hands. Okay? That's what I remember. He had the little bitty babies in his hands. Bitch, not just you. Okay? He had the whole world in his hand. He's got the whole world in his hand. Okay? Notice whenever I release something, here they come, both of them. Girl, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? You started this. Girl, you started this. I know they was trying to act like some old video where you just popped up out of nowhere. Ma'am, Candy did not need your mess. Candy is over there selling out a Broadway show with Denzel Washington and Jake Gyllenhaal. Girl, Denzel, Jake, Othello, down to the Broadway. Nobody needed to talk about you, girl. Jesse did recently talk about Tamar, though. That video might have been old, but she did recently do a live talking about Tamar and Candy, I believe. Girl, either way,
I'm gonna tell you
this.
The same thing I said about Issa Rae and Amanda Seales.
Yeah, this was recent. This was recent, right? This was recent. But anyway, girl, that's what I gotta say about it. We already discussed Marceau getting arrested and then bonding himself out like 30 minutes later. It's not really a big deal. I do want to know what the failure to appear warrant was about, but that has not been reported. Okay, as of yet. Let's move on. I'm going down the list. Karlie Redd, y'all. Joker face. Karlie Redd is getting a divorce. All right. Listen. You know, as I get older, I try to judge people, not so much. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know, I'm a judgy person. I got it. You know what I'm saying? I judge myself a lot harder than I judge anybody else, though. And I feel like with Karlie Redd is one of those people that because she act a fool so much, because she acts like a bird so much, because she gains no real wisdom from aging, like just all of those things, it just makes me feel like I don't necessarily have to be, nice about my commentary on her. But as I get older, I'm trying to be better. Okay. But I am going to say this. There is something to be said for a woman that continues to end up in the same situations over and over and over again. It is giving insanity. It's giving insanity. Just like whatever it is that she did to her face, giving insanity. Now, I told y'all something wasn't right about this situation, okay? Karlie Redd might be headed for divorce after alleged domestic incident with T. Da Vinci. Documents reveal shocking details. Family violence. Let's see what they say. Probable cause. On February 21st, 2025, at approximately 18.25 hours, OFCS Mitchell responded to 721 Longleaf Drive, NE, in reference to a report of domestic violence. Upon my arrival, I was met with Sergeant Primo, and the caller later identified as Karlie, who advised that she and her husband, later identified as Tilu Demetrius Belton, were in a physical altercation. Oh, it finally got his age up there, y'all. That nigga is only a year younger than me. That means he's 38. He'll be 38 when I'm sorry, y'all. 36. Younger than me, y'all. I'm sorry. He's a year, because y'all know I'm born May 26th, and he's born May 17th, 1989. So he's a Taurus. He's a 36-year-old Taurus. Karlie Redd, and when was Karlie Redd born? 1973, April 15th. So she's an Aries. Oh, wow. A Taurus and an Aries. Yeah, I'm surprised y'all ain't been fighting and cussing and beating each other's ass and knocking each other's head between the wash machine and the dryer. I'm surprised. Girl, what's that age difference? Is that a 16-year age difference, you nasty old bitch? Let me not hate on her for being with a younger man. 16-year difference, Lord. They were in a physical altercation earlier this morning. Miss Lewis advised that she was reluctant to report the incident, but she was encouraged by her attorney to report the incident to the police. Miss Lewis advised that at approximately 600 hours, Mr. Belton came to the location and accused Miss Lewis of just getting home. Miss Lewis then advised Mr. Belton advised that Mr. Belton began to leave the room, which prompted her to ask where he planned to leave to, and which she, you mean, where you going, nigga? Like, that's what she really said, which she advised that he responded by striking her in the chin with a closed fist. This nigga punched her in the chin. I then flashed a light on her chin, in which I observed no bruising, but Miss Lewis advised that she had slight soreness in the area. Okay, Mr. Listen, you can't trust nothing with that face. Miss Lewis then advised that after she was struck by Mr. Belton, that he threw her 2 cell phones on the ground before returning to apologize for the incident. Miss Lewis then advised that she and Mr. Belton then went to bed. Girl, what? He punched you in your face, broke your cell phones, but then he came and apologized and y'all fucked? Wow. Because that's what they went to bed, followed by Mr. Belton leaving the home at approximately 11. Okay, 1100 hours. Domestic violence investigator Farley was then advised of the situation, and Ms. Lewis was issued the incident number regarding the incident, as well as instruction on how to obtain a copy of the incident report. As I was speaking to Ms. Lewis, Mr. Lewis arrived to the location and was detained after a brief scuffle due to non-compliance, which resulted in Mr. Belton being assisted to the ground. Mr. Belton advised that, why they call him, who is Mr. Lewis? is Mr. Lewis supposed to be Belton? Like that was very confusing. Anyway, Mr. Belton advised that he suffered no injuries as a result of the detainment. Domestic violence investigator Farley was advised of Mr. Belton's return to the location, in which he advised that I charged Mr. Belton with simple battery on the details of the incident between Mr. Belton and Ms. Lewis. Mr. Belton was then taken into custody. Mr. Belton advised that he wanted his diamond chain with the diamond pendant, diamond Rolex watch, $300 cell phone, Carmex lip balm, headphones, document, and vehicle be released to his assistant, later identified as is it Khalil Shakur Pascal, in which they were. Mr. Belton was then transported to Atlanta Police Department Zone 2 precinct. Okay, so this is,
are you tired?
That's the info on it, y'all. That was the shocking details of the domestic violence. Got punched in the chin, called the cops. The cops came, had to tackle the nigga to the ground. He was arrested. Okay. There's more. There's more. Well, it's official. Now that's TV owner T. Da Vinci files for divorce from Karlie Redd, ordered to pay $18,000 a month in support. Wow. The court has granted Karlie's request for temporary relief, ordering T. Da Vinci to stay away from her and pay $18,537.50 per month in support until further notice. God damn.
Are you tired of?
That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money for a marriage that's 5 minutes old. Let me see. Let's see if there was anything. Okay. According to the court documents, Belton allegedly, I told y'all, punched her in the chin, closed fist, domestic violence through the phone, apologized, was booked and released on a $2,000 bond. A Fulton County judge has since ordered Belton to stay away from Karlie, with the court granting her temporary relief and financial support. That's probably so she can get her own place. The case remains active with a 60-day status conference scheduled. Child. The fact that her old ass keep ending up in these situations, child, when are you gonna grow up? When are you gonna grow up, Karlie Redd? This is just ridiculous. Let's move on, child. Okay. Annie Macaulay breaks silence, y'all. Now, y'all know we've been talking about Annie and Subaba over here. I don't really talk about a lot of what goes on down to the African on site, the African side of the situation, but I watch young rich Africans, and so I know who Annie is, and because of that I know who Subaba is. He's a big deal in the music industry out there. Just black backstory, he's a whore. He's had a whole bunch of kids on her. They have been together since she was like 15. He is older than her. Yeah. Okay. And recently he added another wife, and he also was acting like he didn't want to be with Annie anymore, and Annie was on the internet crashing out. She was crashing out on the last season of the show. So Annie says, to my family, to my friends who came through for me, the support system I have now, all my amazing family here and all over the world, God bless you for the outpouring of love. I appreciate every single one of you. I do not take any of it for granted. May the universe continue to be in your favor. God bless you all. Lots of love, Annie Uwana Macaulay. Okay. And then also, I believe, not a new girl sporting a last name, right? The new girl sporting a last name, the Adibia. I think that's how you pronounce it, but I could be wrong. Whatever the last name is, and Annie dropped it from hers. I guess, girl. Well, I'm glad she's doing okay. I'm glad she's free. That was just a little quick update because I really was like, y'all check on her, make sure she's okay. Now, y'all, let's go ahead and get into the DDG of it all, okay? So first, Bia was on DDG's stream and talked about how apparently, allegedly, Haley blocked them from working together. Let's listen.
Remember that song that we made years ago that you never put out? Oh, don't play it though.
Don't play it. Yeah, it's crazy.
You talking about on the other album?
That he didn't put out because somebody told him, somebody was like, I don't put that out.
Yeah. We can talk about it.
No, we don't have to talk about it.
Why not?
It's your story to tell, not mine. It's not
Should I talk about it?
It's not my business. It's not my tea.
You want me to talk about it?
I don't want you to do a damn thing. That's your business, brother.
You want to talk about it?
That's your business,
Write
bro.
it up for it.
Yeah, what happened with that song?
So basically, the song was like,
Because I didn't know it was an issue till.
Okay, so it was either Haley or it was Ruby Rose. And we're going to go listen to Ruby Rose because she talked about it on somebody's OnlyFans or talked about him on somebody's OnlyFans. But I'm going to let Bia continue.
Way later, I just asked why the song don't come out. And then you said, what you said?
I was in a relationship at the time. Me and her did a song, but the song was kind of like
Freaky.
In a way,
It wasn't really freaky. It's
but it was just
I need a boss.
So it couldn't come out.
It was. I need a boss.
It was just like it was. It was the verse, like the verse we was saying.
That's my girl.
Yeah, the verse was just like, you know.
The thing about me, don't ask me to get on the song if you're gonna have a problem with how I.
No,
Did
it
you
was.
have a problem with it? He
No.
loved the verse.
Play the song, bro.
So should I try?
I don't think I should play it.
No, don't play it.
I ain't gonna play it.
Don't play it. But still, it's the fact that if we let it fly at that time,
It would have went.
it would have went fine. It would have been cool.
It should have been on.
How long was it? Like how long ago?
Years.
It was like like. You said what? What'd you say? How many relationships ago?
But more of the story is he didn't put it out because he was in a relationship and the person at the time didn't want him to put it out a song with another girl.
Oh, okay.
So the moral of the story: don't let relationships get in the way of your creativity,
Your business.
or your vision, or your bag. Listen, chat. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Put your money first.
Always.
Because your money's never gonna wake up one day and realize it don't love you no more.
Man, you preaching, hoe.
Take care of your family and your loved ones
Close
and
the
your
door.
and your friends.
And lock them.
Hey, and your kids.
Okay, enough. I'm tired. What I will say is this feels intentionally messy. Like this felt like you was hyping everybody up to give a fuck about a whack song. That's what it felt like. It felt like y'all was trying to hype us up to be like, oh, I want to hear it. Now I want to know. You know, I don't. It didn't work, girl. We don't care. What did Ruby say? Let's listen to Ruby, girl.
Dump is I was talked into doing OnlyFans by my ex, and you know, like it was cool for the first couple of years, but now it's like I have to keep doing it too. So I kind of like relate to you in that way, and it's just like definitely like put a damper on my reputation. But you know, it's a choice I made, and I'm just gonna stick it out.
How much do you think I would make if I started an OnlyFans?
A fuck ton. Like you probably, if it ever like, I mean, I don't see anything ever dwindling down, but.
Just hop on. People say that all the time. They're like, you'd probably make a lot if you just, I don't think I'd, what do you do on that?
I do whatever my supporters want me to do.
Pictures,
videos, voice notes, messages.
Really?
Yeah.
How much do you make a month?
depends. You know, good month, bad month.
On like a horrible month, what would you
A
make?
horrible month, probably like 400,000. My trauma dump is I was.
Did she say 400,000?
Okay, I wish I need to do that.
And you would do not to. I don't like talking. I know.
Did she say she made 400,000? 400,000? 400,000, my nigga. 400,000? That's a bad month. Okay.
You would never do it anyways, but I don't like to tell like people or influence people to do it. But the reason why you would succeed is because you give like innocent, but you're probably fucking freaky as fuck.
No.
Yeah.
What would I even post? There's no way. Do
Like
people
what you post on your Instagram, like honestly,
really?
like you like being in like doing a little.
Oh my gosh,
soft
that's
work.
crazy. And but you said it messes with your image.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Do you feel like that?
For sure. And especially like in my relationships, I feel like, you know, like
Yeah.
guys probably don't take me as serious because I'm an OnlyFans girl type of thing.
Yeah. I will say though that as someone like I guess I don't know. When I heard of you and stuff, it's never even, I don't associate you with OnlyFans,
Really?
and I can't be the only one.
Oh, thank you. I don't know. Some people do.
I just associate you with like being on Instagram, but I don't ever. Okay.
Thank you.
I actually double checked before our interview if you did OnlyFans because I was not sure if that was.
Really? Yeah. I don't get.
I feel like people can talk whatever shit they want, but that is a lot of money. And
so when you do these, is a part of you thinking that it'll boost specifically OnlyFans numbers? Like I imagine a large part of our audience will be like,
I mean, like my main, like this is where I'm at. Like my shit grows every month. Like it's gonna do what it does regardless. Like, but also like me as my Instagram, my Twitter, my everything, because all that shit, it goes in tandem. So like it just, you know, like of course I would hope it. I mean, my main focus isn't my OnlyFans. It's really like social media in general. Like, and I gotta.
Okay. So let me read this because I've had enough. At the time she appeared on Logan Paul's podcast, Impulsive, and made the revelation, she said, I don't want to be known as an OnlyFans sex worker. I started OnlyFans in 2020 during COVID, during the pandemic. My ex did it, DDG. He started it first and he told me to do it. People have been telling me to do it. You know what? This really annoys me reading this because I did not know this. And it just reminds me of all you raggedy ass hoes that defended him and called him wholesome. There were a lot of y'all that were like swearing up and down, oh, he's a good guy. He's so wholesome. And he was the one that convinced this girl to get on OnlyFans, only for it to really only affect her in a negative way. That's some bullshit. That's some bullshit. My ex did it. Hold on, let me go. I would like twerk on Instagram for fun already while trauma dumping with Bobby Althoff, who recalls landing a huge interview that skyrocketed her career and now leaving her to continue chasing that high, so to speak. Ruby Rose says she can relate and emphasize as she too has tried to remain relevant after starting on OnlyFans at the hand of her ex, DDG. She says, my trauma dump is I was walked into doing OnlyFans by my ex and it was cool for the first couple of years, but now I have to keep doing it. It's definitely put a damper on my reputation. We heard her say all that. And that's sad. That's why you should only do that type of shit because you want to do it. You should only like do that type of shit when you want to do it, not because you let some dude convince you to do it. And there are so many women that are willing to let a man convince them to do some shit. You know, like it is up to you and you can say no. But I feel like a lot of times women will go along with something just because the man told them to do it. I do believe that. And the men might know a little bit more than she knows that it's going to really affect her more than it's going to affect them. But I'm going to just tell you right now, if a bad month is $400,000 for her, that's enough money for me not to give a fuck about how y'all feel about me. That's enough money for me not to give a fuck about how y'all feel about me. And she really shouldn't be doing that shit for much longer. If you making that type of money a month, what's a good month, bitch? I would invest that shit so heavily, man. I would buy real tangible shit in real life, and I would hang that shit up at some point. Buy some other shit that can invest my money and hang that shit up. But when I tell y'all, I would not give a fuck. You know why? Because there are people that have done I'm gonna tell you why. Because when I was growing up, people called me a hoe because I understood sex, but I was a virgin until I was 19 years old. People are gonna call you whatever they want to call you. They're gonna look at you however they want to look at you, no matter what the truth of the matter is. So why spend your life giving a fuck when you can make $400,000 a month off of OnlyFans, and that's a bad month for you, and you ain't fucking nobody? Like, you're not actually having sex with nobody. You just sending voice messages. You might do a little self play. Yeah, I'm sorry. Like, I don't. Y'all need to be mad that there is a market for a young woman to become a multimillionaire simply from taking pictures of her feet or, sitting on cake and lingerie, whatever the fuck the girls are doing. I'm sorry. I don't even understand being mad about that type of easy money. I don't even understand. Like, y'all don't feel no type of way when the homeboys on the corner selling drugs to the community and bringing down the property value and having everybody walking around like drugged out zombies. Y'all thought that shit was cool when the niggas was pimping women and women standing on fucking corners getting money for these niggas so that they can go somewhere in a long coat with a perm acting like they did some shit today. That was all cool. That was all good. But now that the girls then took the middleman out and all they got to do is hop their ass on the internet and do whatever them, freak ass lame niggas want them to do for some money, man, please. I want you to go pay somebody to help you realize you have nothing to feel bad about. Because if them niggas, every nigga that says something to you, anybody that disrespects you about that shit, they full of shit. They either hating on you because of the amount of money you able to make doing it, and or wishing that they could do the same thing. Like, I wish the fuck I would judge somebody having that. Like, I'm sorry. Like, apart to me, if you really ain't got to deal with nobody, like if ain't nobody got, like, really, I ain't got to be dealing with no men. Ain't no men be touching me. Like, the other girls that be out here smashing them niggas to do a coochie world record and all of that. That's wild. I think that's crazy. But this type of shit, my feet. Bitch, what? You want a picture of my elbow? It's some jello, nigga? What? I'm sorry, y'all. I feel like, you got to let the women be great out here. This system was created to fuck over women. And somehow, women have still found out a way to game it. I just don't understand being that upset. Okay? Yeah, and motherfuckers be on there watching you on a daily. Watching you just so that they could, watch you walk around your house in booty shorts or some shit. Like, what? She. I be in my I be in my motherfucking house not giving a damn. Do you hear me? Girl, don't let these people make you feel bad. Live your life. Anyway, let's move on. Karen, come to the front now. Karen, this is a terrible picture. Karen. According to Radar Online, the Real Housewives of Potomac star didn't expect to serve serious time and is now terrified of being targeted by other inmates. She's a celebrity, and quite rightly, she'll be singled out as a target, a source claimed. They continued, she's also drowning in legal bills. She's having total panic attacks, insomnia, and not eating. Huger was sentenced in February 2025 to 2 years in jail with 1 year suspended after being found guilty of DUI, negligent driving, and failure to control speed in a car. Okay, I'm going to tell you what it is. You drowning in legal bills because you were dumb enough to not take the plea deal when they offered it, to think that you were actually going to go to court and your celebrity and your rich white lady vibe, was going to help you. Yeah, that was your mistake. That was your ego that made you make that mistake. So you're going to have to eat that shit. And when it comes to her being like, depressed, terrified, all of that shit, that's the guilt you feel from knowing that this is something that could have been avoided if only you would have done what you needed to do. And I also feel like she probably drying out. As somebody that drinks and pops pills a lot, I think that, she's drying out, and that's causing a lot of depression. That's what, and you're also like in jail, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, Karen, just find you a girlfriend. Go ahead and find you a girlfriend in prison. That'll help. Somebody can eat that old box out. You can get some frustrations off. Get you like a little clique of people to help. You know what I'm saying? Do your hair, get somebody to, you know what I'm saying, run and get you some commissary. I'm sure like you can, you know, just recalibrate and turn this into a housewives in jail. That's all you have to do. All you have to do is turn into a housewife in jail. Like Teresa and all them, they go in jail and the girls be loving them. You gotta change your perspective. But she probably drying out from alcohol, which is causing the depression issues. But yeah, ma'am, like you, girl, if you don't get in there and grind dime this situation, grind dime that girl, grind dime that shit, suck that shit up. Okay, you made a mistake. Now you're dealing with the consequences. You'll be okay. Hopefully they'll let her out for good behavior. All right. Now, y'all, I went and found the long interview of this, but I have not finished it. But I did want to play this clip.
Let's get there. So 100% me, and I wouldn't even consider a prenup.
First of all, I'm gonna tell y'all two things going on right now, just off of body language, if you will. This is Joe Budden's podcast, and this one that they do with their wives. It's over there on his YouTube channel. And I'm gonna look at it for real, and I feel like I'm gonna make some notes and come back. That's what I would like to do, because I don't want to sit and scrub through that whole interview. But you know, y'all know how I be, girl. Sometimes I'd be like, and I'd be like, all right. So we'll see. But anyway, I just want to play this clip. Two things. Number one, the Caucasian lady looks annoyed and upset. Okay, slightly stressed out. Number two, the way he has his hand on her, the way he's leaning towards her, it is a ownership thing that's happening here. This is my pocketbook. This is my pocketbook. Like, this looks to me like an incompetent male with a competent female, and she is allowing him to take advantage of her situation. Let's listen.
She might have more money than me too, so I don't really...
Like, oh, she might have more money than me. You know she has more money than you.
Might need to go the opposite way.
Joe? Absolutely. Sorry.
No doubt about it. Like, way more.
No, but I have kids. I have kids. Whatever we get together, it's different. Whatever I have from before belongs to my kids. I mean, respectfully, that's just the way it is. Same. I don't expect anything from you either. You know that. Never did.
Wait.
I don't expect anything from you. Never did. It's giving an episode of Black Love where y'all think that y'all showing us something that's positive, but we can see all of the cracks in the surface, girl.
I was like,
what the fuck she talking about?
Chino put his hand on her knee. He said, no.
That's not how it's going. No.
What do you mean from
But she knows. Sounds like she makes more money than you, and you're mad she told everybody.
before?
what do you mean? I have children. I was married before, so there's assets and things I have from before.
That he can't eat off of.
No.
That he
can't touch, look at.
He won't be able to get.
Sniff as a black man, any of that.
Has nothing.
As a black man, really, Joe? You dog whistling bitch ass nigga.
To do with any of that, by the way.
But he can't even look that way. Don't think about it.
I agree.
Because it belongs to my kids.
But there are things where if I need it.
What do you mean there are things that if you need? No, nigga. Don't try to don't try to recover and try to save this shit. That lady said whatever she had before you is not yours. The fuck?
What?
She had a tough spot.
I mean,
No, but if I need it, it's there.
Then don't
Yes, obviously.
I mean, it's there. Yes, but no.
Yeah, but it's her discretion.
No.
He's
It's not like he just found that out.
He did.
Let's rock out. Let's get there. So.
Oh wow.
100% me, and I wouldn't even consider a prenup. She might have more money than me too, so I don't really.
He knows she got more money. Talking about I wouldn't even consider a prenup. So yeah, y'all, I gotta go watch the rest of the clip to really get into it. But I can already tell y'all right now, this is a man child. I don't know how I don't know how this situation ended up happening. But when that lady said that it's my money, he looked like he got upset. And I just kind of feel like, why are you upset about this? You were sitting up there acting like you had money. So what are you upset for, sir? Yeah, nah. I don't like that at all. I hope you got a prenup, ma'am, because it's absolutely giving he with you for your cakes, for your money, for your cookies, girl. You better be safe out here. Now let's move on. Marvin Sapp. Y'all, I don't know why Marvin Sapp continues to drag this, but
I made them give $40,000 and I wouldn't allow them to leave until they gave it to me. And to be honest with you, that is absolutely false.
Yeah.
Number one, that offering was taken last year. This was a service that happened last August. Number two, it didn't happen at my local church. It actually happened at a national organization's international meeting, where churches from all over the country, all over the world came together for the purpose of celebrating the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. People took issue with me saying, shut the doors. Understand, I never said lock the doors.
Yeah.
I said, shut the doors. Shutting doors mean that people still have the ability to go in and out.
Then what you closing them for, Pastor?
Taken issue with my tone. And I can honestly say, looking at the video, maybe I was a little more assertive.
Close the doors. Close the doors. Close the doors. Listen, let me tell y'all something. You can play in a lot of people's face. You could get on the mic and you could talk to us like this and then think that that's going to work. Talking your lower register because you want us to believe that you're telling us the truth. But let me tell you something, Marvin Sapp, sir, we do not believe you. And I think this is not the first time you've done this. I think this is a normal occurrence in y'all's denomination of the Jesus religion. I've heard that y'all really like to close doors and intimidate people into doing what you want them to do. And that's not surprising to me. This is an Abrahamic religion ran by men. Of course, you are going to employ manipulation, coercion, and fear tactics to get people's money. Now you trying to act like, oh, I didn't say lock the door. What was the purpose of closing it if people could just go in and out? If somebody was snatching and running with the collection plate, wouldn't you need them to be locked so the person wouldn't be running out with the collection money? Because like you said not to lock it so the people could just get up and run out. You think you think that one usher was going to be able to stop somebody if they wanted to run through them doors? Yeah, no. This was all mental. It was a coercion. It was a ploy. It was a manipulation in order to get the money, but it was absolutely you invoking fear from people who felt like they could not leave if they did not give you what you wanted.
And I should have been. And I can apologize for that. I can apologize for that. But three things I need to make sure that people understood. Number one, the $40,000, if it was $40,000 that was raised, was never given to me. That money was raised for the purpose.
Oh, I want y'all. I hope we weren't. I never thought that. I just want to be clear, y'all. I never thought that. I never thought that this was going to him. To me, I even remember him saying, I got you. I think he was talking to whoever the church this is actually, whoever this was for. But it was obvious to me it wasn't necessarily something personal, but I do think you probably got paid.
Purpose of taking care of the budget for their conference, not Marvin Sapp. Number two, it didn't happen at my church. It happened in Baltimore. Number three, people take issue with me being firm with the ushers. Anybody that goes to church, ushers one-on-one, that's the first thing they teach you as being an usher, is that there are 3 times you don't walk. You don't walk during the altar call. You don't walk during prayer. You don't walk during the offering. One of the reasons being is because of the sacredness of the moment. But it's also about security. As a pastor, we understand and we know that.
And listen, ain't nothing scarier than somebody's, no, not just somebody, a row of people's grandmothers that's still in a strong leg days, standing there with one hand behind their back and another hand like this with a white glove. Do you hear me? Nothing is scarier than the soldier, older Black women that are the ushers down to a lot of these churches. Do you hear me? And yeah, I do see male ushers, I do. Okay. We have male ushers at our church as well. But when I tell y'all, when we go down to the Methodist church, it's all women. It's all women, and they all look mean. And you just don't want to have to go back and forth with them women, because they will come and snatch you out of a pew if you talking too much. Like, don't be in there like sound like you opening up some candy or something like that. Then they looking at you all crazy. Let me tell y'all something. Them ushers ain't nothing to play with. I don't want to hear the rest of what Marvin Sapp is saying, y'all. Renisha Zanders, thank you so much for becoming a member, boo. I appreciate you. I'm tired of listening to him. Crystal Mabone, thank you for being a member, boo. Hey, my fave Bondy, on my way to clock in at this hospital. Catch the playback. Love you. Love you too, girl. I hope you have a good work day. Okay, she sent me a super chat. Oh, thank you. Just got me a little bonus at work. So here's a little something towards your massage fund. I make sure to get mine every 2 weeks faithfully. Thank you so much, girl. You know, I be falling off, but I gotta pick it back up. Nor Chat, thank you so much for becoming a member of my channel, boo. Miss Nikki, thank you for becoming a member of my channel. Hey, thank you for the super sticker. April Glow Girl, what's going on? Thank you for the super chat. It's funny because the other white person up there knew she has generational wealth for her kids, and he's not getting any of that money. Oh yeah, on that last clip, absolutely. Like, but that's for her kids. Are y'all okay? Are y'all okay? Yeah, y'all, I'm tired of Marvin Sapp. Marvin Sapp, you can keep, explaining all you want to, but at the end of the day, it is bad church practice. That's all I see. Bad church practices. Bad church practices. Okay? And they said that y'all is sending the death threats down to these people. Y'all doing a lot. Y'all are doing a lot. Why y'all always gotta threaten to unalive people? What's wrong with y'all? Can't y'all just send people emails and tell them how they ain't shit without having to threaten their life? Like, what's really hood? I feel like once it gets to that point, this is no longer about the issue at hand. This is about y'all being crazy. This is about you as a group, individual, entity, internet connection, being crazy. Like, yes, very unstable, very unstable.
I raised money at my church.
I don't feel like going through all of this. Okay, because I feel like he's just gonna play with our minds and talk slow. But y'all need to stop threatening them people. Okay, let's move on. Your booty might be bigger, but I still can't pull your nigga. But I don't want him. Listen, y'all know I love me some Erykah Badu. You got sugar on your Peter, but your nigga thinks I'm sweeter, but I don't want it. You could do the butterfly in the Tootsie Roll, but your nigga straight sprung off the way I stroll. I don't want it. Hey, I don't want it, cause it would have done you. And you don't need him, cause the boy ain't ready. I don't want him if he ain't made no arrangement with you. I hope he would have done same thing to me too. Come on. Your kisses might be wetter, but your nigga likes mine better. But I don't. I'm sorry, y'all. That's my shit. But Erykah Badu was at the Billboard Women Music or Icon Award situation, child. She got an award. She received the Icon Award, and she was wearing this costume, which was in reverence to Sarah Bartman. Okay, y'all know one of the first Black women to be put in a kind of circus zoo-like exhibit because of her buttocks. Since then, you've seen Kim Kardashian do it, and we were like, girl, you're not even Black. Like, a part of the reason why this was so fucked up is because like Sarah Bartman was a Black woman during, this very evil racial time that was a part of a circus that was traveling and going around, and then she dies. And, I feel like they were trying to do some weird shit with her body. Either way, advice is in reverence to her. And I think some people did not get this. And that's why I wanted to talk about it, because somebody was like, they don't get how this was in honor of her, but I do. I get how this was in honor of her because it's about the choice. It's about the difference between somebody trafficking you and making you showcase your body, making you have sex, making you be sexualized for somebody else's benefit. And it's a whole nother thing when you're doing it because it's what the fuck you want to do. It's different. It's different. Yeah, they put her genitals in a jar. Okay, that's what I thought it was something weird.
You would give to women in the music industry?
One piece of advice: suck hard, girls. Suck hard.
One piece of advice.
Yo, Erykah is such a weirdo. That could be taken in so many different ways. And I know she did that intentionally. She didn't say suck dick hard. Okay. Somebody said she's way too old to be this vulgar in words. I need for y'all to stop saying people too old for shit. Because from what, you know what I'm saying? Especially like things that children are not supposed to do. You know what I mean? Don't tell me I'm too old to cuss. That's wild. Okay. Anyway, ain't nothing wrong with being a proper lady and acting your age. There is something wrong with it, sweetie. There is something wrong with it because by whose standards? By whose standards do I have to perform my womanhood in a certain capacity in order to be respected as a human? Get the fuck out of here. Women do not have to show up clean and classy and modest and humble and all of that bullshit that y'all impress on every fucking woman. Some women are not that, and they shouldn't have to be that. I get tired of y'all with that shit. Because at the end of the day, it's somebody that grew up idolizing Claire Huxtable, not Felicia Rashad, Claire Huxtable. That's not fucking real. That's not fucking real. Because most of the time, you know what those women are doing? They showing all of this grace and integrity, but behind closed doors, letting some nigga play in their face with no grace and no integrity.
Advice you would give to women?
Ever since she burst onto the scene in 1997 with Baduism, Erykah's magic has captivated.
Okay, I'm gonna tell y'all, I know she wasn't making fun of the girls, but at first, when I first saw her on stage, I was like, why do I feel like she's making fun of all the girls that go out there and like do this to their bodies for male validation? Like, I'm just saying, because Summer Walker, you know.
Listeners. The album debuted at #2 on the Billboard 200 chart and held the #1 spot for 4 weeks on the top R&B hip hop albums chart. Won 2 Grammys, including Best R&B Album. Since then, she's released 5 studio albums, countless
inside a box. Breaking out of the box.
You need the video tape recorded.
Hey, don't wet no panties. Annie, don't wet no panties. Don't wet no panties. You need the videotape recorded. Come on. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Making then them walking away, us knowing that Summer Walker got a fake ass and look how big he looking and Erykah standing, girl. I cannot. I have so many thoughts. So many thoughts. But I think that Erykah is one of those people that enjoys being anti. I think she's one of those people that does not like being the status quo in any respect. And so she likes to say the thing that she think might upset y'all. She likes to do the thing that she feels like may incite some type of thought or anger or emotion. She's a weirdo. And you know, I love the weirdos. I do. I really, really do. I honestly thought Erykah was taking shots at Brittany Renner, to be honest. Why would she be doing that? Because she was like covered in this thing on her head. She's worn that before though. She's worn that before. So I don't know if that would, she's worn a hijab before. That's what I'm about to say. Did she even know who Brittany Renner? Like, nah, I feel like that's something I've seen her do many times before, as far as like covering her head like that. She might be bald under that. Y'all know how she likes to go and cut her hair off ever so often, cut all of her hair off and go fade it out. So who knows? But anyway, everybody had feelings about it. And this was where it was coming from. This meant a lot to me. Symbols are deep and true forever. And they meant Mama Abundance earring available. So somebody is selling these, I guess Sarah Bartman-esque earrings, which are dope. On all continents, the supreme being was originally worshipped as the Black Mama goddess. Okay, so this is another representation of the Black Mama goddess. Okay, so it could not just be about Sarah Bartman, it could be about the goddess. Okay, girl. And it was Black African women, the mother of humanity and the true authors of civilization, who founded the original cosmology technology from which the world's religions and sciences developed. This cosmology was star science, the mother of sciences, and it was global. It produced the Great Pyramid, Stonehenge, and innumerable other megalithic huge stone structures around the world, surviving to this day, all built to honor creation's great Black Mama. Although history books dare not tell you this, the world's present day religions, mathematical sciences, astrology, astronomy, horology, chemistry, and computer science are but delusions, fragmentations, distortions, or corruptions of the original Black mother science. From time immemorial until the albino man usurped Black civilization, the primordial supreme being was worshipped all over the world as a creatress, not a creator. All right, Venus of Willendorf. Y'all do y'all history lookups, y'all. Okay. So yeah, the people was mad about it and don't even know what they mad about. Okay, like dig a little deeper, girls. All right, y'all. I have not ran my intro in a minute, but I feel like it's about that time.
I'm a savage. Whatever I want, I'm going to get. Whatever I want, I have to get.
Can't stop. Won't stop.
All right, Diddy. A disturbing new lawsuit is turning heads across the internet. In it, a man by the name of Joseph Manzaro has come forward with shocking allegations involving music mogul Sean Diddy Combs. According to legal documents obtained by TMZ, Manzaro alleges that he was sexually assaulted, drugged, and humiliated during a wild freak-off party on Star Island in April 2015. He also alleges Beyonce, LeBron James, Jay-Z, and Gloria Estefan all reportedly witnessed his condition during the party. Joseph Manzaro says he was unknowingly drugged and taken to a birthday party thrown for King Combs, Diddy's son, back in April 2015. He claims the party was held at Emilio and Gloria Estefan's mansion on Star Island in Miami. When he arrived, he says he was in a drug-induced stupor, and it was Gloria Estefan herself who first noticed his condition. Allegedly, Gloria was disturbed and demanded that someone call the ambulance. Okay. So I like to read things, okay? Because this is not saying that those people had anything to do with what happened to him, but that they were around, that they saw him looking in distress. And it was actually, Gloria Estefan that said somebody needs to call the ambulance. Somebody needs to get help down here. And I feel like, I don't know whether to believe this or not. Y'all know it's a toss up between whether you can believe these stories surrounding Diddy or not. But for the sake of if it was true and it happened the way this person was saying, I think that says something about how he was able to have some of these parties under everybody's nose, meaning that everybody at the party didn't know what the fuck was going on. You know what I'm saying? Like some people at the party knew what was going on, and some people did not know what was going on. This is happening at Gloria Estefan's house. And I feel like if she actually, was a part of it, why would she then be like, hold up, why you look like this? Let's call the police. Let's call the ambulance. Because you got to call 911, girl. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, y'all, I feel like, this could be true. This could not be true. Time will only tell. But it's not surprising either way. I think the way that they put Beyonce and LeBron James in the header and all of that was used to make everybody think that somebody's saying that they actually did something to them. And that's not what they're saying. They're saying they were at the party. Yeah, no, I hope, look, I was like, child, not Gloria Estefan. Okay. But that's what's going on with the Diddy people. Okay, now let's skedaddle over to Real Housewives news. Let's start here. Okay, so somebody thought they was doing something. Somebody thought they was doing something. Going to find this video from whatever season of Real Housewives of Atlanta long past, when Kenya and Phaedra, I guess, must have got into it. And somebody in the comments said that Phaedra had a taser at the reunion. And so in her closet with her friend, she joked about pulling out her own Thule and pulled out the, the pew-pew and showed it to everybody, in the scene. But this wasn't in front of anybody she had beef with. This was them cleaning out her closet. Y'all need to get it together. This is, y'all want to talk about a reach? This is a reach. And y'all know I didn't even fool with Kenya back then because of the way Kenya would act with people, turning it up for the cameras and all of that bullshit. But y'all not about to act like this is the same thing as somebody actively threatening somebody on scene, talking about I got a pistol in my purse. Girl. And another thing, you would have to be like, the situation would have had to been as if Kenya was trying to come at her. It was almost like Britt was having a response to something that wasn't happening. Kenya is ignoring you, bitch. Kenya not trying to fight you. Kenya not running towards you. Kenya not trying to get into no blend with you. But you sitting up there threatening to shoot somebody who's fucking ignoring you. Yeah, you're a weirdo. You doing too much. This was a nice try, bitch. This was a nice try. But no, bitch. Absolutely not. No, that was a nice try. Fuck out of here with that. No, I'm sorry. That I don't feel like that's the same. Child, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. If they really gonna kick Kenya off the show, I might not be watching, because I don't really like this. I'm not even gonna front on y'all. I don't really like this. I don't like that the girl could threaten her with a pistol and still come back to the show. But y'all gonna get rid of Kenya for bringing pictures of her performance sloppy toppy that was already on the internet? Yeah, okay. So y'all, this was reported about Kelli Ferrell, the new cast member of RHOA, has officially finalized her divorce from her ex-husband, Chavallo Ferrell, and we now have the details. According to court documents obtained by In Touch, the final judgment was signed on September 23rd, 2024, after both parties appeared in court in August. The court granted Kelli primary custody of their children, while Chavallo was awarded visitation rights. He was also ordered to pay $3,991 per month in child support and maintain health insurance for the kids. Y'all, that is not a lot of money for 3 children. And I think they might have 2. As for the division of assets, Kelli was awarded $175,000, while Chavallo received $90,000. Kelli also got to keep their household furniture valued at $45,000, a 2021 navy blue Cadillac Escalade, a Rolex Oyster wristwatch, a diamond necklace, and her wedding ring set. As this information comes out, fans are seeing Real Housewives of Atlanta newbie Kelli open up about the more troubling aspects of her divorce, claiming her ex took hundreds of thousands from their business accounts, spent time in jail for contempt, and even made threats that led her to hiring her bodyguard. So I wonder why they didn't say like what they broke up as far as their business is concerned. I'm very interested to know. I like Kelli too. I like the scene with her in Kenya. Y'all know I told y'all that. So, I'm here for Kelli. Now let's go to Miss Shamia.
We go into the dinner and I play my music for everybody.
Okay, here we go. Is this you? No, that's not her. That's Drew.
People are talking over it, not respecting my music.
That's me. I don't know your singer voice. You gotta listen.
That was hurtful.
You know that ain't Shamia voice.
Especially seeing as though Portia's a good friend of mine And I would have thought she, you know, would have at least let the people hear the song.
Are you on it?
Porsha. And the fact that, you know, it was like a thing like, oh no, this is Drew's song, stop. Why would I be playing Drew's song when I've been singing since I was able to talk? I don't know. That's crazy. I wouldn't get on this platform and promote somebody else. I mean, I will support other people, but as far as promoting, I'm promoting my own damn music. This is what I do.
Why do I feel like it's a diss track?
I talked to her about it, and yeah, y'all gonna have to just, yeah, you'll see how that all unfolds. We go into the dinner.
Girl, we told y'all that they wasn't cool no more. We told y'all that they wasn't friends like that. They wasn't click-clacking no more. And it's about time, bitch. It's really about time. It's about time because I feel like Porsha been being like this with Shamia for years, man. Anyway, Papoose, check that dude at the gym. Okay, so I saw this clip. Of Clarissa, and I'm gonna lie, y'all, I'm low-key tired of seeing Clarissa on my timeline, but for this situation, I was on her side. She was at the gym talking on live. Some man was on a treadmill with his fucking earbuds in and gonna turn to her and tell her she's talking too loud. Can she turn her phone down? And she's like, what are you talking about? I'm talking. Like, I'm not, nobody's talking to me. I'm on live. Like, what are you talking about? He was acting as if she was on her phone talking to somebody and they were talking back to her on speakerphone. But either way, like, you know, she told the man, leave her alone. He was being a Karen, okay? And that was the end of that, right? Oh no, apparently there's more. Papoose had to get involved because you know he got to show y'all he a man.
People don't know that while I'm on a treadmill running, that Pap is on the treadmill right there next to me. Pap is right there next to me on the other treadmill running. Well, he's walking. So he like, what he just said? I'm like, I don't know, but I'm trying to keep my composure because I guess he don't want to hear my voice while I'm on my live. Like, you know, what the hell? So Pap was like, hey, mute that. Because the man got off the treadmill and went to go do something. I don't know. Maybe he was done running because he had ran a hard mile. He had to run a hard mile. He had to. So Pap was like, hey, mute that. Pap, so I muted my live to where y'all couldn't hear, and Pap went down there and talked to him. I don't know what Pap said. I just kept it muted because that's what he asked me to do. And then all of a sudden after, I don't know what Pap said to him, but he came back and he said, hey, the white man came back and said, hey, people, sorry for being rude. He said, sorry for being rude. You know, I wasn't trying to be rude or whatever. And I just said, okay. And continued on. You know, it seemed like everything I do now, it goes live or viral or whatever the case may be. After that, I had unmuted my phone and continued to talk to y'all on the live. But my thing is, show my hair. Why? No, so the thing is, I think what people need to understand about me is I have grown a lot. You know, I've grown a lot. And I think the way that I handled that man was very demure, very, very calm, because let him would have caught me a year ago or 2 years ago, I would have slapped the shit out of him. And that's no lie. Anybody that knows, I would have told him, hey man, shut the fuck up and get out of my face. Really. Because what is headphones going to change? I put in headphones right now while I'm on this live with y'all. And guess what? I'm still going to be talking. I'm even going to be talking louder because I got headphones on. Right. So I just was like, you know, I think I handled that very well. And for people to say, oh, yeah, if you're allowed in the gym, you should be mindful of people. He should have turned that damn music up. He was running hard as hell on that treadmill. He was stomping. He should not have been able to hear me. And I'm talking normal. So now it's the thing of, you know, just having to deal with that. You know, I don't know how many other women have to deal with white men who be in gym like that. But to me, it was he was very, very entitled. He's very entitled. He thought he ran the gym. He was at the same hotel I was at. So you ain't no better than me. So stay nice.
Okay. So I'm going to just say this. The thing for me about Clarissa, and I'm just reading the comments because I'm trying to see what people are saying about her. And I feel like a lot of people feel like, why she keep, why y'all keep making everything she talk about go viral? Now, this was actually a situation where it was one of them white people that feel like you as a black person can't take up space where they are. And that shit is obnoxious. So I was kind of like glad that she spoke up for herself. I'm even glad that Papoose weird ass spoke up for her. Because I get tired of people like that. But at the same time,
people don't.
Okay. Her not being conventionally, white people standards attractive is a part of the reason why people hate on her so much. Also, you gave rah. Like, it wasn't just about Remy, because people in the comments talking about all this behind Remy. It's not just about Remy. People don't even fucking like Remy. It's not even about Remy. It's about the way she handled the Remy situation. Like, you fucking that lady husband, and now you coming out on the internet like somebody did something to you. Then we let that shit slide, because obviously them people ain't been together for a while. So whatever. Remy got her little dude. You got Pat. Who cares? Okay. But then I feel like she was talking a lot of shit with Layla Ali. Like, you trying to get Layla Ali's older ass to come out and fight your young ass. Like, ain't nobody about to do that, girl. Get out of my face. Why are you even talking to me? Like, I remember her like doing a lot with the Layla Ali situation. And then, just online. Then I seen, her going in on the light-skinned girls. And then Don't Call Me White Girl comes out and drags her from her teeth to her hairline. Like, just a lot. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, y'all, I want everybody to just kind of take a deep breath and back up off of Clarissa a little bit, because I feel like the way Clarissa is moving is like a woman that is moving out of desperation. Even the way it feels like she's always trying to prove something to the internet. It's like, girl, we know you could beat everybody ass. We know you can. And I'm glad that you could beat everybody ass. And you should be teaching other people how to beat people ass. You should. But it's something. And I really do think that her fucking with Papoose is a sign of this, right? Like, it's something in there that's not healed. It's something in there where it's like, I feel like you really be out here, kind of starting fires. Not this specific situation, but any opportunity to blow something out of proportion so that you can get attention. That's really what it be given. Like, you like to get attention from this. And we all like attention. So please don't get me wrong. But yeah, it is giving kind of young girl, insecure, pick me. Like, it's giving all of that stuff, but you can beat everybody ass. You know what I mean? I can, there is a disconnect. And I feel like this is only like a signifier of where she is at in her life, and she's gonna have to go through what she's gonna have to go through to get to a better space. And it seems like she's working on herself, but I feel like there's a lot of turmoil going on. And I feel like Papoose is a signifier that you're not on the right path, but I'm gonna girl, do your thing. Because I just low-key feel like Pap is a user. Like, I'm not saying Pap is like no deadbeat or nothing like that, but I do feel like Pap is a user. I think he likes to find women that he can coerce and impress himself upon by being a nice guy or doing all of these things for them. Like, I don't know about y'all, but if you've never experienced it, it's really hard to say no to people when they do shit like that to you. And you turn around and realize, damn, I didn't even really want this, but they was being all nice and pushing it on me. So I kind of just let it happen. I feel like, me personally, I've kind of had to grow out of that myself, letting people pressure me into relationships, pressure me into a lot of shit, over the years. So, especially when I was younger. So yeah, no, I still kind of see that with her, and him. So, we'll see where it all goes, girl. We'll see where it all goes. But I feel like I'm going to leave y'all there, because there wasn't really much going on the internet streets. And I do want to go finish looking at that problematic ass video podcast.
After this week's episode of The Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Yeah, we talked about that. Let me see. Ooh, scary. Ooh.
Why would I?
What? Ooh.
Take my stuff.
Okay. Yeah. I'll be back for something, y'all.
We have multiple.
I'll be back for something, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all, I don't understand People still be out here trying to get on these baddie shows, scuffing up your legs and knees and shit so that you can fight somebody for that little bitty money, so that you can be possibly trafficked. Girl, be safe out here, people. All right, y'all. I appreciate y'all. I hope y'all have a good rest of y'all day. And I'm about to go bake some chicken. So see you later.